Annual Virginia Film Festival. I'm Richard Herskowitz, the Artistic Director. I'm really glad to be back here at Culbreth Theater. We've been gone for 2 years while construction was underway next door. We've been at the Paramount Theater, and I just want to assure people that we will be at that gorgeous theater again on Saturday, and I want to just take the opportunity to recommend The Burning Plain, which we're showing that night, Saturday night, the new Charlottesville Theron film, and we're bringing the great Mexican screenwriter and director Guillermo Arriaga, who is a wonderful raconteur and speaker, and you don't want to miss that. I have lots of fantastic memories here at Culbreth. This is my last year, so please indulge me while I reminisce a bit. A lot of those memories involve being backstage in the green room and watching our guests from the wings. I remember seeing Anthony Hopkins in conversation with Roger Ebert, acting out his Hannibal Lecter and Nixon parts on stage. Vanessa Redgrave responding to a very critical question about her knowledge of economics with an incredibly erudite answer. And just the great Roger Ebert doing so many terrific interviews up here. I miss him a great deal. I'm thrilled that one of our star actor guests tonight is Sissy Spacek, who has been a board member of the festival and a real friend and supporter to me. She's called to congratulate me on the program every year, and she's always been there to help when we needed her. I'm especially glad that her wonderful performance in Lake City is being featured tonight, and that she's here for my last festival, so thank you, Sissy. But I'm not going to mention all of them. I just want to point out David Hopper, our operations manager, and James Ford, our production coordinator, and Patrick Webb, our administrative assistant, and Jen Newell and Adrian Wager, our development staff. Thank you especially. Every year I try to pick one person to thank, to stand in for all of the volunteers and interns and part-time staff who work behind the scenes, the unsung heroes who work behind the scenes to pull this incredibly complicated event off. This year that person is Chuck Marshall, who has escorted and guarded nearly all of our major celebrity guests from the festival's beginning 21 years ago. And all of them, Robert Mitchum, Jimmy Stewart, Sandra Bullock, Nicolas Cage, all the rest. I just want to tell one quick story while reminiscing about this theater, Chuck's toughest experience. The year we showed Dog Day Afternoon and we brought its screenwriter Frank Pearson, we also brought the actual bank robber, John Wadowitz. And John Wadowitz gave himself the nickname Dog because of the film that had made him famous. And during the introduction I was giving up here, he was barking from the crowd. Does anybody remember? Woof, woof, constantly coming from over there. Well, anyway, we asked Chuck to manage John Wadowitz that whole weekend in 2003 because he was a bit of a handful. And Wadowitz was in a wheelchair because he had told us his legs were bad. And so Chuck pushed him in that chair most of the weekend until the closing night party when John turned around, smiled at him, and then he got up and danced for about an hour. Anyway, Chuck, I want to thank you for coming back after that year, and I hope you stick with us in the festival in the years ahead. So now let's begin tonight's show. I'm going to call to the podium first the two executive producers of tonight's film, Weiman Seid and Mark Johnson. Both of them are UVA alumni. Weiman was the head of publicity at Miramax Films for many years, and he's helped out the festival many times. He now runs a boutique publicity firm called Fat Dot, which represents films and film festivals and talent. The other executive producer of the film is Mark Johnson, who is also the long-term chair of the Virginia Film Festival Advisory Board. Mark is the Oscar-winning producer of Rain Man and currently the producer of the Chronicles of Narnia films and so many others. Like Chuck, his involvement with the film festival goes back long before I got here and will continue after I leave. He's responsible for attracting many major guests and premieres, and I'm very grateful to this festival for having given me the opportunity to get to know him. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Johnson and Weiman Seid.
And thanks everyone for coming. Thank you, Richard, and thank you to the Virginia Film Festival for having us here. It's a great great homecoming for Mark and I, and I don't know, we're just happy to be here. Thanks to my family and friends, my mom.
I have been coming here for 21 years and have brought a number of movies, a number of southern-based movies, including My Dog Skip, but I have never been responsible for helping to bring a movie that is so much a part of Virginia. It was made in Virginia, it was made by Virginians, and the cast, the crew, and we're about to introduce, or Mark will introduce to you, the two directors, both Southerners, Hunter Hill, and then also from the University of Virginia, Harry Moore, both the writers and directors of this film.
Thank you for coming out tonight. This is probably the most special of all the events that we'll do for Lake City. And that's for me because I am a Virginian by birth, by the grace of God. And because it was here in this very theater that I decided I wanted to pursue a career in film. And it was because here in this very theater are my parents who worked so hard and sacrificed so much to make sure I could have an education, the best education at the University of Virginia, so that I could achieve those dreams. And it was because here at this film festival is where I met Mr. Mark Johnson, who kept in touch with me for years and years and years as I rose up through the ranks. And then one day Hunter came to him with this little movie called Lake City, which is anything but little. It's about real things. Hunter, thank you for there.
Yeah, I just want to thank the Virginia Film Commission for having us, and also we're very excited to have the stars of the film, Sissy, Spacek, and Troy here.
Thank you all for coming, and hang on to your seats. No, we'll be back after to do a Q&A. If you want to leave, you can leave before we come out the stage.
All right, I'll see you after. Thank you for coming so much.